We take race cam for the Ford Credit Falcon EF. Glenn Seaton fighting his way back from the back of the grid. 12th position now after starting from the last row. And you can see he is working real hard. Positions changing all the way up and down the field. Look at Bow. Peter Brock. This is the battle for 3rd and 4th position, and there are crucial championship points on offer here too. So Ingle and Lowndes just about a second or two up the road from these two. John Bow, the reigning Shell Australian Touring Car Champion. Peter Brock breathing right down his neck.
Well, John Bow desperate to ensure that nobody gets between him and Lowndes wherever Lowndes finishes, because he's got to stay within as close a points contact as he can with the series leader.
And JB is one of the toughest blokes to pass in the business. You watch him run around the inside line there. I mean, he's really got it down to an art. And Brock will really have his work cut out to get around JB anywhere.
Oh,
Brocky's gone.
Contact. And it's not over yet.
Oh, Bow gets through. Oh, miracle.
Well, high-speed accident. Under brakes 220 kilometres an hour for that very sharp left right-hander.
I thought Bow was gone for the world there too.
It really looked like he was going to get harpooned on the way through, but Bow just managed to sneak through. Longhurst went with him, and they both survived, so Brock gets right to the back of the pack. Let's look at that again on replay. Brock, frustrated over the last few laps, has a real go down the inside, but gets a little bit out of shape, taps the side of the Shell Ford.
Dropped a wheel off there.
Just dropped a wheel off the inside, and pretty lucky not to get Bow on the way back through there, but it was a good move. I mean, it came very close to coming off.
Struggling for a little bit of grip there, Brocky. Working hard to try and overtake Bow, very aggressive move. We take Seeger Holden race cam. Mark Scaife, 5 laps to go. Mixing it down here with the privateers. And I think there's a problem for Craig Lowndes too. There he is, Craig Lowndes. We saw him slowing coming down the pit straight that time. So some sort of technical failure, apparently. This new HRT Commodore has been the fastest thing on the planet so far. But some sort of drama slowed him right down. Well, there's Alan Jones, the second pack leader. Ford in trouble. 4 laps to go.
Well, he had no brakes in the first heat. I don't know what the problem is this time, but that's 2 out of 2. He's out of business.
Longhurst up for 3rd position. It just would have been a dream for him last year to even be anywhere near John Bow. Now he's breathing right down his neck.
Craig Lowndes is in the pits, as was obvious from the way he made his way around the back of the circuit. Has made it into the pits. The problem, of course, has put him out of this race.
So, let's look at this on race cam. There goes Mark Scaife. He seems to be battling with the privateer Seaton, that is, coming back through the pack, and you've got a nice view there of Scaife throwing all of that away. He lost it on the corner, so Scaife, plenty of work ahead of him.
Under 3 laps remaining for Russell Ingle, race leader, heat 2 in this championship round. John Bow second place, Tony Longhurst third. Peter Brock is off the track, so's Craig Lowndes. Both those cars straight to the garage.
And Russell's pulled about 1.5 seconds out of his lap times to save his tyres a little bit for the 3rd and final race. And we've got quite a dice here for second between Longhurst and Bow. They're starting to go at it hammer and tongs, and Longhurst would be very, very hungry for a result. He's really got no chance of winning the championship, unlike John Bow, so he's everything to gain and nothing to lose.
He's our 4th place man, Wayne Gardner. Certainly had his share of dust-ups this year. Certainly plenty of speed coming out of the Coca-Cola Holden. No shortage of straight-line grunt, but boy, he's really been in the wars. Here's the battle for 5th and 6th. John Faulkner, our leading privateer behind this quartet of level 1 teams. He's got Stephen Richards, another one of our leading privateers, breathing right down his neck. Seaton now trying to pick his way through the field. He may struggle to get past these two before the race is completed. 18 laps down, 1.5 laps to go.
By gee, the gap between the privateers and the top teams is narrowing as the season progresses, isn't it?
Certainly is. John Faulkner in the ex-Holden Racing Team Commodore, now resplendent. It's new colours, better electrical, and there's the Valvoline Cummins car breathing right down his neck. Stephen Richards and John Faulkner, very active in the super speedway scene. Look at Richards.
He's definitely having a go.
Oh, look how close he is. Little tap. 1, 2. 3 little taps. And Johnny Faulkner.
Hardly lose too much.
You can see his mood in the way he fried up the back tyres there. I'd say he'd be pretty steamed.
Race leader Russell Ingle, meantime, is on his last lap. That's 2nd and 3rd, the battle there. John Bow and Tony Longhurst. Here's Russell Ingle. Jumped to the front off the start. Out-dragged Craig Lowndes at the start of the race. That's quite a feat in itself. has not been headed since, despite absolute intense pressure through the first half of the race, certainly. And you've got to take your hat off to Russell Ingall. This is a great result for him.
Well, he's been threatening to do it all year. Very strong in the opening heats. And quite often a match, or more than a match, for his teammate Perkins. So he's putting in a tremendous show. Up the pit straight for the final time. Checkered flag waves for Russell Ingall. First time he's won a heat of the Shell Series. The battle, though, is on for second and third, but Bauer just enough squirt in the straight line to hold out Longhurst.
Well done, Russell Ingall, the winner. Heat 2, John Bauer second, Tony Longhurst third, then Wayne Gardner, Glenn Seaton in fifth position. Sixth place was taken by Stephen Richards, then Larry Perkins, Mark Scape, John Faulkner, Steve Ellery, 3 privateers in the top 10.